Well, hello there. I'm Hazel Woodickle from Holler, Alabama. Now, I know you ain't never heard of Holler, Alabama. You know why they call it Holler, Alabama? Well, they don't need no phones or no telephone poles out there. We got two. We got two telephone poles and two people have phones. So it's so high up in the mountains, we get up there and we holler, Thelma Jean, Thelma Jean, Louise. And you can hear it all the way down them mountain trails. So we don't need no telephones much. Well, my grandson told me that he wanted me to learn about the YouTube channel. He says, Grandma, you got all these stories. You need to go on YouTube. I said, what in the dickens is a YouTube channel? I said, my grandmama had a TV, and it only got one channel, but all the tubes was inside it. I don't think I'd wanted a TV with tubes hanging out. He said, Grandma, that's not like what I'm talking about. I mean, this is the 21st century. Well, anyway, I thought I'd find out first and tell you a little story before I got on this YouTube channel. Well, one day, I got out of that house. I was tired of shelling peas and sweeping sand and running after chickens and everything else. So I got in my 1945, yes ma'am, 1945 Chevrolet pickup truck. It still runs just fine. The gas runs fine. It ain't been driven but maybe 20 times the whole time. It sat in the garage, sat in the old shed. Except if I get a little bit too fast, you remember this part. If I go a little bit too fast and take off too fast, boom! Black smoke comes out, and it scares anybody out of the way that you want out of the way. I can tell you that right now. Well, I decided I'd go down to the little town down there, to one of them nail places. Them nail and, was it foot salons or nail salons or something. So I walked on in there, I made sure my feet was nice and cleaned and washed before I went up to the little place there. And I put my feet in, told them, I guess, I didn't really know what they did. I says, I can get my nails done. Well, she just pushed me over there and sat me down like she already knew what I wanted. Well, she turned on that little thing that went around with all that water in it. I said, ooh, what is that? It's like a swimming pool, and an inside swimming pool. I was kind of scared to put my feet down in there, She said, so she eased them down. I said, well, it felt pretty good. That water, it was warm and nice, but I didn't know it had that salt in it. They put salt in them things. Well, the lady next to me, she didn't have no salt. Her stuff smelled good. She had some kind of spa stuff, lotion or whatever they put in it. Retake. So, but she didn't let it stay in there but just a minute. Then she took out my feet and started a-sanding and a-sanding and a-sanding. I thought she was going to sand my foot off. I could see the bone. I know I couldn't. So I tried to be nice to the little girl. I know she didn't understand me. And I said, honey, can I take my foot out just for a minute? No. I sand, we soak. I sand, we soak. I sand, we soak. I said, what? I figured she meant she was going to soak it in a little bit. Well, she just kept a-sanding. And I know my feet wasn't that bad off. Sometimes I drug my foot out on the sand spurs and stuff like that. Well, I got a little tired of that sanding and was waiting for the soaking, so I took my foot out. I said, honey, you gonna soak. I took her head and I put it down in that water. It had that salt in it, She come out just a screaming. Well, I got up and put on my orange flip-flops. She started running around in that place, and she ran into all the other women in there, and she ran into the girl that had all the fingernail polish on the tray. Honey, that place has got every color of every fingernail polish there ever was on that floor. Well, I got in my truck, and she come running out the door, with these other people too, these other women. I thought she was going to kill me or turn to the devil. I don't know. She had the devil in her eyes. Well, I got in my truck, and I just told you earlier what happens if I take off in my truck. Boom! I took off in that thing, and then black smoke covered their faces. It covered everything for that store. I was gone. Well, a few days I come back trying to apologize to the little people. And I got up to the door, and there was this big, huge 6-foot poster on that door with my picture on it. I'm not allowed in there. The moral of this story is, so I got up and I said, I better get back in my, here they come a-running. I got back in my truck again. All of them was coming out, customers and everybody. Well, remember, if I take off in my truck, what happens? Boom! Here come that black smoke all over their faces. Everybody was soot on their faces, and their fingernail polish was burnt. I got out of there and I was gone. The moral of this story is, if you got anything to sand, don't let it be your feet. Come to holler anytime. I'll talk to you again. You may see me on that YouTube channel, whatever that is. Bye.